What is happening? Super last minute live stream. It's been a long time. Make sure you guys can hear me all right. And I'm just finishing up working late on this project. Figured I'd stop in. I'm getting eat up by some gnats right now. Figured I'd do a quick little live stream while I'm getting ready to pour this 2-part epoxy. And I'll just kind of show you guys the new project that we're working on. It's been real crazy around here, and I haven't done a lot of videos. I've done a lot of like shorts, just some quick little things. I haven't done like any carving videos. I honestly haven't even carved in a couple weeks. It's been about a week or so. We are doing a big project for a $1.5 million cabin here, which is pretty cool to be a part of. But we're doing a lot of furniture stuff and a lot of live edge stuff and some like custom stuff. Don't do a lot of it. I do it for this particular customer. They've been really good to me over the last few years. So been blessed and fortunate enough to be able to contribute to their cabin builds, and it's fun to switch it up. Not a lot of hard creative work, but a lot of tedious math work. So we're doing 3 custom bathroom vanities, another vanity for a movie theater room, a couple coffee tables, live edge shelving in the kitchen, and a couple of little surprises. I'm gonna do a couple thank yous. I'm just trying to make sure I get all this epoxy poured. But we've had a lot of big things happening here at Fatbobs. So the most recent thing is join the Chamber of Commerce here. So they did a little meet and greet last week, I think. It was last Tuesday, and just a very cool opportunity to get closer here to the community. So I'm really looking forward to that. We've had a lot of carvings coming out. Our season's here. Last couple days have been a little bit slower than usual, but as school's letting out, it picks right back up. So I'm not doing anything super exciting at this moment. I got to mix this epoxy up for another 10 minutes or so. Not quite, but. And then I just want to get it poured before it gets too dark. So hopefully it'll cure enough by the morning. But you can kind of see. Let's see if I can pick this tablet up without knocking everything over. So these are a bunch of live edge cedar shelves. On the trailer over there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 countertops. There's another one over here. I had to borrow space from the guys next door, so I'm in a tent right now. I guess I'm in my own little circus over here. But like I said, I figured I'd just hop on here. It's been a while. I don't do a lot of epoxy work. Like I said, this is a great customer of mine, and so go a little bit above and beyond for them. Should do for everybody. I don't want to make it sound like that, but not really set up for epoxy work. I'm gonna grab a cigarette. I'll be right back. Over the last couple of days, the epoxy seems to be all right. So we got to do a coffee table, a river resin coffee table, and then a couple cool little extra things. So we're kind of doing this black pipe shelf support, pretty standard. But they have these really cool cabinet handles that are all like pitted metal and stuff. So I bought these flat caps. I got to cut all these to length to the shelves, and then I'm going to engrave these flat caps to match the same texture as the handles. And then I'm going to come in with an airbrush, and I can't just leave stuff boring, so I picked the funkiest like live edge slabs that I had, and then on the black pipes and stuff, I'm just gonna add like a little rust look to it. We got some T fittings and stuff, so around there I want it to seem like water's been in there, rusting the pipes out, just give it a little character, because if it was all black, it would just be too boring for me. And so a couple of the shelves, pretty funky shelves. Fortunately, they gave me a lot of freedom every time I do stuff, and so I like things beefy, bulky, clean, with a lot of character. So as soon as I get this epoxy poured, we'll take a little tour around, and I'll kind of show you guys this, some of the new carvings and stuff around the shop. We rearranged a little bit, kind of added some stuff around here, in between things, adding more stuff. But I'd say the last month, I've been really getting caught up on some long overdue projects. I got a couple more that are very long overdue, and so between that, new orders, new customers, it's been a lot going on. So that's why I've been pretty quiet. Been pretty quiet on the social media side a little bit too. Minus it's a couple little quick videos, a couple little pictures here and there, but I haven't really dedicated a lot of time to any of that stuff. But had some really cool experiences over the last few weeks. A couple people from YouTube stopped by, which is like blows my mind. It's like a very humbling thing, because it's like, I've talked about this quite a bit, but most of the time I'm just talking to myself here, to you guys, and y'all will comment and ask me questions and things like that. But once it goes into the interwebs, I don't get to meet you guys, obviously. So to meet carvers and people that have stopped by, especially over the last year, this little channel's it's grown a lot, and I'm trying to dedicate more time to it. It's just been really, really tough. I would love to do a lot more, especially a lot of these cool projects, but just trying to manage everything and do the videos and everything else, it's been a lot. So here soon, hopefully, we'll have some like administrative help around here, which will give me a lot more free time to add some stuff. So I'm really rambling on as I'm mixing this epoxy. So I've learned with epoxy, when you think you've mixed it enough, you got to keep mixing it more. make sure that hardener gets nice and even and coated well. I'm hoping I did a test pour in this. You can't really see it, but this countertop. What happened was the cedar slab just wasn't quite wide enough, and I was gonna have to do like a 2-inch backsplash to there's one little section in this live edge, try to stretch out the slab as much as I can. But with the sinks, what's going to happen is they're not going to fit with that 2-inch backsplash. So I'm kind of making a board stretcher with this epoxy. And like I said, I'm just going to do a quick little hay on here. I was trying to do it the other night, just hop on here real quick and just say, hey, we've had a handful of new subscribers. I mean, we're inching really close to 1,000 people, 1,000 subscribers, which, you know, in today's world is really not a lot in the bigger picture, but man, it's really cool. I mean, it started with one, which was myself, so and a handful of friends and family, but it's been really cool. I've been wanting to do some more live stuff. I just, you know, really the only time I can do it is at night, and we've been grinding our butts off on these shelves here. So gonna start it out. Obviously, is live slabs, and then we got them finished down tops and bottoms to a 320 grit. So it's not been very creative or exciting work. It's been very rewarding so far. I think we're good on that. But I figured I'd talk while I was doing this anyway. So, and like I said, we'll move around a little bit. Show the new shop around. Not the new shop, new updates in the shop. Let me see if I can do this strategically. I'll flip this around real quick. And it's getting dark, so. Should have been barring their space around here, and I don't have any lights over here right now. I'm just trying to get this poured before it gets way too dark, but hopefully it's coming in okay. But this is the countertop for one of the master bedrooms, and you can see, like I said originally, there's gonna be a 2-inch backsplash on here, so that would all have been hidden, but had to adjust a couple little things. And I did pour one coat in there already, and I'm gonna grab a flashlight real quick. Alright, that's working. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these like these neck lights. But my old lady's brother got them for me, and they have been a lifesaver. So gonna definitely have to do another pour. Which won't be too bad. Like I said, I did one little test kit. Now I've learned with epoxy. The one time I did it, I was doing this this pool table light, and I mixed up a whole gallon of epoxy and didn't have it sealed completely. And after about 10 minutes or so, it started finding all the leaks of my terrible sealing job, and it all like poured out of it. So it was like just $100 of epoxy all over the floor, and there's nothing I could do to stop it. It stuck to everything. It was a nightmare. So what I've learned is creating my form around whatever that I'm gonna pour the epoxy into, doing a like a test pour. You know, I'm not completely pouring it in. Let it cure and let it kind of create a little bit of a barrier, and then come in and do my final pour. And so, like I said, I don't do a lot of epoxy work, so most of this is all going to get covered. So So if this is the wall back here, we're going to do a 1-inch live edge. I mean, you're literally talking about a 1/4 inch here, and a little less than a 1/2 inch there. So really none of this you're going to ever see, but being in a bathroom, you know, there's going to be water all over everything. And so we're kind of doing a lot of work for just like 2 inches of open space, but I feel a lot better about it. Knowing that it'll be completely sealed and covered and all that stuff. And so kind of stinks. I mean, there's a really cool like little knot and stuff on this side, and this table's got some really really cool character to it. So we'll let that marinate while I'm doing this. Let's see. So we did a couple coats, a couple pours in here. I'm gonna frame this up a little bit or round this edge off. If my measurements are right, then this thing's gonna sit right in here, which I'm hoping they are. And then we got a pour in this as well. So I didn't want to have any divots in it. These are all been some of the bark and stuff. Now this will definitely be clear coated afterwards anyway, but that 2-part will really completely seal it off, and that way water and all that stuff won't get in it. And so we'll take a little walk around real quick. We got 1 coat of poly on these right now. This one in particular is going to be holding a range hood. This one's going on next to a pantry, a little small shelf. This is one of the main shelves for plates. Found this really cool. Like every piece I really took time and picked out some of the cooler live edge with knots and some funkiness to it, and put a lot of thought behind each piece that I picked out. You'll never know that side of it. Probably overthought it completely, but I just really want it to be perfect. And so Vander and I have been working on these the last couple days. These are 2 bottom shelves. This slab and the one back there is for the master baths. That one is for the movie room. This is another shelf for the kitchen. It just has really cool, I mean, knots and character to it, and the grain in it. Lost connection for a minute. Let's see if 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 lost connection for a minute. What are we doing? Lost connection for a minute. What are we doing? Lost connection for a minute. What are we doing? Lost connection for a minute. What are we doing? Lost connection for a minute. What are we doing? Lost connection for a minute. What are we doing? Lost connection for a minute. Is it working now? Is it working now? All right. I got a little crazy for a second. But like I was saying, all these boards actually all came from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I had some massive cedars delivered up here. They were standing dead for a long time, and so they were well weathered, really dry as they were getting milled out, and they just have really cool, so much character in them. So right now, like I said, I just got 1 base coat of poly on it. In the morning we will lightly sand it, put the finishing coat on it. I just wanted to see how much was going to soak in. So there's a lot of like dry spots where it grabbed it a lot more than other spaces. And so I mean, like even this piece, all these knots in it. In the video it's not the best, but I mean a lot of this stuff is like all the ripples. I mean, we really worked hard to really put a polishing sand on it to bring out all the grain and everything. And so was wishing that we had maybe some more commercial equipment rather than some DeWalt hand sanders, but we'll make do with what we got. And this has just been a couple things from the shop. Let me see, I want to look weird right now. Can be some really crazy camera work. So these were a couple pieces I made, probably within the last week. I just wanted to take a little break from orders and just kind of get lost in the wood a little bit. It's a little blurry. Let's see if I can help. We extended, I don't know if I talked about this before, but it expanded the display area all the way over, and we got a few big T bears that are in here. We got a few my bears, some Vander bears over here displayed out by the road. And then obviously we still have our carving areas and everything else. So I've been slowly kind of rearranging things a little bit right now. So these are looking a little empty. I got some really big stumps in the back. I got to get out and bring over here just for little display stumps and fill this all back in. On the shop side, so when I built this place, it's just me. And now that we have a handful of people here, all the space got really small really quickly. And so what I'm working on in here is just getting some space and some shelf set up for everybody. And got Vander a little spot back here. This will all be boxed in, a little storage. Nothing super exciting in here for anybody else but me. But it's change, and I love change, and it's just a little bit of growth right there that I love. So we got the shop full. It's going to be Memorial Day weekend, so got some fresh merch. Already sold out of hats. I got one left. I'm gonna order some more here soon. And then like I said, we got some big T pieces. Got a couple of my pieces. I've just been working on really these shelves, but my dad made this coat rack up here, which is really cool. It was awesome to see him get back into a little bit of woodworking, and he made 2 of them, and one of them sold the other day. And Vander, I'll tell you what, like these little bitty bear heads, they're not for me. So he's been rocking those out. I'm going to add some more shelves in here, build up a couple things, and this camera's going to be very shaky right now. Kind of doing a bunch. I've always struggled with like this area right here. It's always been like a dead space. I've been wanting to put like tables and all kinds of stuff in here. But we get groups of people coming in, so it gets very very crowded very quickly in here. So I've been trying to focus on spreading everything out, making some more space. Sold a few bears over the last couple days, so we got some empty spaces. And like I said, it's kind of the getting ready for Memorial Day weekend, and we got some really cool events coming up. Something really out of my comfort zone a little bit, but it's going to be an amazing experience. So let me turn this around. That's the behind the scenes look with the flashlight. So wasn't showing too much work. I just wanted to take a few minutes and say hey to everybody. I appreciate you guys. I'm really trying to do some more. I've said it a lot, but I'm gonna really push. Got a couple really big projects to finish up. Got some old projects, too old that need to get done. So I'll get those done here soon. Finished up a couple. Had a lot of little touch-ups and stuff to do. Weather was a big issue over this winter with some exterior projects. Did the hidden spring sign, got it all buttoned up. Did a little video on that. And that was 4 or 5 months in the making, from start to finish. And so did another little video. I think I named it the Beaming with Joy project. Just put the final coat of clear on it. We got a couple things with the front door. We're gonna tie in the beams so that it's all like fluid. As soon as you walk in, everything ties into each other. Got a bunch of stuff, and so it's been a huge blessing. I'm excited for this year. We're hosting a big car show here coming up in July, and then at the end of the last weekend of June, I'm going to Kentucky to do a 3-day seminar at a company called Operational Honor. And so get an opportunity to meet some incredible guys, spend time with some veterans, get to do some fellowship, testimony, carving classes, bands, barbecue. It's really grown and blossomed into this huge thing. So gonna really get an opportunity to spend some time with some guys, and I'm really hoping I can influence one person enough to know that God is great, first of all, and two, that carving is an excellent escape. And there's a lot of therapy. I tell everybody it saved my life. So I just want to be able to spread that on. So we'll do a bunch of videos with that. Like I said, that's the end of June. The next weekend we're doing the car show. And we got a couple things planned right past that too. So still working on some finer details and some things. We'll definitely keep you guys updated. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done any live streaming or anything really, to that matter. A lot of it's just been a couple quick little videos, a couple quick little pictures, and then it's boom, 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 boom. At some point, I would love to get done with the project, take a breath, and have a little time in between. But it's just been like I said, one thing after another. Thankfully, and we got good guys here. Vander's really stepped up and helping out quite a bit. Justin, Big T, so we're growing. So I started this by saying it was going to be a quick video. We're like 30 minutes in right now. I'm really tired. Been grinding on those shelves since 6 o'clock this morning, and we got a lot of finishing up to do. We're supposed to install them this week. Might be next week, but I just wanted to say thank you guys. I really appreciate you being patient, and really just, it's fun for me to share this experiences with you guys and gals. But thank you sincerely. We'll do some more stuff soon. I appreciate you joining me on this journey of changing the world one piece at a time. We'll do some more live streaming here soon. Maybe some carving live streaming like I did in the past. But God bless y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see you guys soon.